everybody, welcome back to Country Girl with Kathy Jarvis. And it's been about a week since I've been out here in the garden. So it's the beginning of September. We've gotten through my birthday, we've gotten through Labor Day, we've got through our anniversary, and I have one day to work in the garden before I'm busy again. So this is what we're going to do today. I'm going to show you what's going on and let you see what I've done afterwards. The first thing I definitely need to do is pick the green beans. So we'll see what we got off of that with our hanging foe. Just a few green beans. And now to attack the okra. And as you can tell, I've got lightsabers here. I mean, most of these are not going to be good to harvest. But we need to take them off so that the blooms will continue and we'll get more okra. So that's the next thing on the list. Just a little bit of okra. Like I said, some of them are going to be too big to actually use. But now the okra bed looks a lot better. I left the little ones on, some flowers, so we're going to have more in the future. Now the next step is going to be to weed this strawberry bed. Alright, strawberry bed is looking good. Got it all done. And I found a little friend. I picked him up with the weeds and I thought, man, that felt like there was something live. It was. It was this little frog. Oh, and this was the hard work. We dug the potatoes this morning. And this is the first year that we've tried putting them into the ground. And the ground is clay. It dried out really a lot. I had to wait until it rained before I could even start to dig. And I must admit, I wasn't pleased with the turnout. We didn't get nearly as many potatoes as I thought we should, nor were they as big as they should be. But the Brussels sprout is doing well. Anyway, we thought about not doing it next year. And then we thought, well, we'll add some compost and maybe some sand and some fertilizer and till it all in well, and we'll give it another try. And I'm going to do some research. I think I'm going to maybe put some black plastic down between the rows to keep the weeds down, and then use the straw method where you put the straw around to heal them up. Just make it easier to dig. Because this ground was really, really hard to dig. So we got that done today. Next thing I plan on doing is harvesting these zucchinis and weeding this bed. It's not going to be too much to weed. It's pretty good. And we'll get that done next. The cabbage has been hit by the cabbage worm. Even after planting it later and putting the insect fabric over it, it still has the cabbage worm. I've killed all the ones I could find. And then I moved over here to the little tomato and asparagus. Now I made a mistake this year. Now tomatoes and asparagus get along fine together. The only problem is I planted cherry tomatoes, small ones, in here also. Now the red ones, the yellow cherry tomatoes, is no problem. The red cherry tomatoes, small ones, are a problem. The reason being, as this asparagus gets older, it produces these red berries. Okay? Now some of my tomatoes were the red currant, which are small like this. So I could not harvest any of those that were in this bed unless I followed the stem all the way to make sure they were tomatoes and not asparagus. The reason being, these little red asparagus fruits are toxic to humans. So I'll have to remember next year, if I plant tomatoes here, to plant the regular sized tomatoes and not the cherry ones. Let's see, we got strawberry beds all weeded. Did not get around to the blackberries or the grapes. Managed to get this strawberry bed done. Now this bed was done for the year. It was beets and turnips, and cucumbers. And the only thing still going is the cucumber. So I haven't decided. I think I'm just going to put it to bed for the winter. I'll put some fertilizer on it and then cover it. And as soon as that cucumber is done, and as you can see, it's dying back, so it's almost ready to go. Once it's gone, I'll just get this bed the rest of the way ready for winter. Same thing with this bed. This had the dwarf green beans. They didn't do that good this year for some reason. You'll see I got a whole bunch of them over here that I took off of the plants that I'm going to take in and harvest the seeds out of them for next year. I do have a cucumber still going, and I got a cucumber still going, so I can't put this bed to bed yet. Now this is the broccoli cauliflower that has not really done that well all year, and I have two pesky cats that are giving me problems today. They're tearing up the netting, as you can see by their claws. So I got that finished. So this is what the garden's looking like in September. The greenhouse still got cherry tomatoes, and I got my mild hot peppers, and they're getting pretty good size. I just harvested a bright wet red one earlier, but that's a good size pepper, and that's loaded with them. So I harvested quite a few of them that were green. Now we're just going to let them go to red. Like I said, I'm going to put fertilizer and straw and stuff and till that all in. I still got to go through and weed the flower garden. Out here in the tomato pumpkin patch, these tomatoes are just about, they're ready to be pulled. I just haven't got around to it yet. As you can see, I got plenty of pumpkins this year. The corn is done. I need to finish pulling it. There's 2 watermelons over there in the weeds yet, but I will be glad to get this mowed down and back under control. I got some pretty good size pumpkins in there. So we'll do that another day. I am just about done for the day, and as you can tell, the sun is starting to set. But we've got lots and lots of pumpkins. Now those are those cherry, not cherry, but red currant tomatoes. I planted them in here, not on the premise of actually harvesting them. You see I've got another one right back there. I planted them mainly because someone said that they keep the squash bugs away by producing some type of smell that they don't like. So I planted them with the pumpkins and with the squash and with the cantaloupes, and I didn't have any squash bugs in this area at all. So that's a win-win for these. Plus the birds liked them. They ate those and left my plants alone, which was nice. Got a bunch of butternut squash. Now this is a different type of squash than I had before. The ones I had last year were humongous things, and these are quite small. I got a cantaloupe out there yet that's still green. And here's the watermelon patch. We've gotten quite a few. This is the big watermelons that we got. We got quite a few out of that. I've got another one still there coming along. A lot of blooms. It's late in the season. I doubt they do anything unless we have a very, very mild and late fall, which I don't think is going to happen. And the trellis that we made for the tomatoes did a wonderful job this year. I'm really, really pleased with it. But as you can tell, it's getting the end of the season and they're starting to die back too. So I think what you see on these are going to be it. We may have a bunch of green tomatoes if they don't ripen up. But yeah, it turned out really well. You see the fruit tree didn't do as well this year either. And this little fruit tree, the Charlie Brown fruit tree, it's snapped off. So I don't have it anymore, which is really okay because I was really worried about it getting taller and producing shade for the greenhouse. So no problem there. Nosy, nosy, nosy. Nosy, noisy, noisy. Move. Okay. I haven't been inside the greenhouse for a while, so let's see what's going on here. Tomatoes are still going halfway decent. It's going to be time to pull them up before, as soon as these ripen up completely. I got a couple little trees trying to grow in here. I planted lettuce here, but it hasn't come up yet. Spinach is and mint just barely come. Now the cucumber I planted here is going nuts. It's really going crazy. It's going everywhere, which is fine, but I don't see any cucumbers on it yet. Oh, there's one. There's one that's actually too big. It should have been harvested a long time ago. Oops, so much for that one. Don't like to let them get that big. See, I still got some good. I still got some good tomatoes in here. You have to get in here and work. My peas are coming along beautifully. Banana peppers are doing well. Okay, we moved the buckets from the bucket garden in here for the winter. Okay. These are, I suppose, yeah, the carrots are here. You can just see them coming up. This one is turnips through here and beets through there. And we got peppers, beautiful red peppers here. Look at that beauty. All right. Another cucumber I should have picked a long time ago. This is what happens when you don't get out to the garden in a week. You find things that are overgrown that you should have picked that you didn't get around to picking. Oh well. But yeah, that cucumber has really gone crazy in here. Peppers are blooming yet. Yes. I have been working out here all day, but we've got a lot of it done. The only thing I got to do yet is the melon patch, the blackberries in here. Oh, cat's going up the side. Okay. Get down. Kitty, 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 kitty. Come on. Kitty, 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 kitty. Come on. Come on, kitty, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get down. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, as you can tell, I am a mess. I have been working out here all afternoon. Sun is way on its way of setting. And I still got the stuff that I harvested to process yet tonight. So, been busy all day long. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends if you would, please. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you would, please. Hit the bell icon, that way you'll know when I'm on next. And remember, dream big and follow that dream. Now I got cats all around my feet. And it's a good thing about having cats when you're working, is they will tell you when there is any snakes or anything in the way in your area. So I always like to garden with my cats. Guys, come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Kitty, 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 kitty. Come on. Kitty, 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 kitty. Let's go. All right. Homeward bound. We're done.